Hi, I'm Amy Rose White. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, and this channel is all about psychospiritual self-healing tools. I've had a couple different iterations of this channel, and I am finally back at it after some long periods of reflection on my why. And I think that because I've been doing psychospiritual healing in my work, but a little in the closet, it's taken me some time to clarify what that mission is and how actually my work, including this YouTube channel, is actually part of my spiritual practice or sadhana. So today I'm here to begin my entry back into YouTube with clarifying the question about what is psychospiritual healing to begin with. It's fairly simple and pretty obvious, but this approach to healing, which unfortunately is not as common in mental health circles as I wish it was, simply takes into account mind, body, and spirit, and simply acknowledges we are spiritual beings having a human experience, as it's been said many times. When looked at from that lens, we can learn psychological tools where we have an intellectual understanding of how our ego works, the structures that define it, and the parts that basically are developed to keep us functioning and survive, whether that's our childhood or just day-to-day life, in tandem with the core essence of who we are. And for me, psychospiritual healing is about bringing our awareness back to that eternal truth. It does not require any religion or particular spiritual path. It does, I would argue, involve acknowledging the commonalities that most spiritual traditions have, which is to acknowledge that there is something greater than us that keeps these planets spinning in perfect harmony, keeps the asteroid belt from knocking us into outer space, and that I am not the one doing that, and I'm pretty sure neither are you. And that's something said by one of my favorite astrologers, Virla de Brun. So I need to give her credit for that, but I always think about that in relationship to defining spirit. Is there's something out there that we might call the force, we might call it Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, wise mind, life, or just simply nature, that is beyond the capacity of our rather small minds to comprehend, that there is mystery and magic and energetics at play in terms of how we experience the world. I don't know a single person, even those that claim to have no spiritual beliefs or traditions of any kind, that hasn't had some kind of hard to explain synchronicities or incredible things line up at exactly the right time in the right place. And that's what is so wonderful about this type of healing and why I'm dedicating my channel to it, because it doesn't require you to believe anything except be open to the magic and mystery that surrounds us, to the fact that the thoughts and feelings that we have do seem to have an influence on our physical symptoms and experiences, and that there's simply more to life than just our intellectual understanding of it. Probably the best thing for me about getting to be in the psychospiritual healing field is that we are able to tap into the core essence of who we are. And regardless of what faith tradition you might come from or what you believe or don't believe, I'm just realizing that I'm extremely sparkly right now as the sun is starting to set as I'm making this video, which I'm going to keep in the video because my comments about this, because it's so apropos for the point I'm trying to make, which is when we meet a baby for the first time, there is an innate loving goodness that shines through their eyes. Very, very, very few people in the world would see a baby and not acknowledge that truth. And that baby hasn't done anything to earn worthiness or to prove its lovability. It hasn't done some fancy thing or exhibited some amazing talent. We just acknowledge that that goodness and that lovability is that baby's birthright. And in the wisdom traditions, they might call this the self, with a capital S, which is also the primary principle used in internal family systems work, which is my favorite modality to use in this realm, because the core self is the seat where we access all the energy for the highest of human potentials. It's where courage, clarity, compassion, curiosity all come from. They come from that centeredness, that groundedness that is what we call self-energy, that we can access at any given moment in time. And why this is the core element for me of psychospiritual healing is that it inevitably allows us to access healing energy from the inside, not from anyone else, not where dependent on whether someone is liking us or loving us or accepting us or treating us well or abusing us. That internal self energy is accessible from within and can activate all kinds of incredible healing. Nothing in the environment, nothing about a difficult past has to change when we access this piece. So I invite you to go along this journey with me. I'm really excited. You'll be seeing weekly videos as promised on this channel, and I'm going to try my hand at shorts. But I invite you to comment below, what does the word psychospiritual evoke for you? What does that mean in a healing context? Have you experienced psychospiritual healing? And if so, what would you like me to talk about on the channel regarding this? The goal of all my future videos is to activate each of our own self-healing potential. We don't often or always need someone from the outside. We can access that tremendous potential from within. And I invite you to join me and share in this process together. Until next time, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace, and may you be well. Bye for now.